We are just here to have fun. I'm just going to tell you next 15 minutes a little bit of my 15 years and just go from there. So it's about my buddy, Sudhir Achar. He's also my business partner. I met him in long time ago when I was a kid. We started playing, and that was the bondage. Game was the bondage. We had a lot of fun with it. We drifted apart. About 10 years ago, we met again. We met again and we started working together. And we saw that we had changed, but our DNA was the same. We played, but this time in country clubs. We played golf. We had a lot of fun. We were competing just as badly. We would hackle, push each other, compete, still try to win every time. We started a company and started working on a certain problem. And we noticed that there's a huge problem in enterprises or in companies. Enterprises is companies. And the problem was this. The problem was simply the fact that companies are probably, all these great inventions, everything going on, companies are probably working at 50% efficiency. Just 50% efficiency. Do you know why? Let's look at it from the employee's perspective. This is what we think of work. We think of work really passionately and say, you know what? I hate it. How many of you are there? I hate it, right? If that's not enough, let's look at the problem from the other side. The leaders. What are they saying? They're like the naked thinking men. You know, why? Because they have no clue of what's going on, because they have to deal with our attitude, right? So they have major issues of the fact that they cannot see anything. They're like the blind leading the blind. So much so that I've heard some of the CEOs come in and tell me, Harsha, we have data mafia. I said, what? Data mafia? Yeah, of course, nobody gives me anything. How can I run the company? Not only that, I have to take this company to the promised land. Promised land of operational excellence and vision mission. My board member is beating me up. This is the problem. The problem is so bad that in every company in the world, there's a huge chasm. There's a big divide. We call it the Great Divide. And you know what the management gurus have done? All of you, I'm sure, like there are management gurus out here. We've been taught better and better ways of widening the gap, because we don't trust the employees don't trust us. So much so, there is one really effective tool that has been developed. And you really want to see a demonstration of it? I might break things, and so please, I apologize in advance. And you know what it is? It is this. That's what it is. It's an effective tool. They beat us up. What do? Wider is the chasm. We hate them more. Nobody wants to work. The beauty of it is, this can be solved. And we have effectively solved this problem. So let's park this aside for a moment and let's go and see the solutions. The solutions are two in nature, and they are not at all related to enterprises or process or none of the fancy stuff they made out to be. They are based on the biology of human beings. Just a moment ago, we did something really cool. We played a game. When we are bored, we play games. We compete against each other. See who is winning. Right? So let me tell you a story about it. This was a long time ago when I was a newbie manager. I used to have people that would report to me. You know, you can call them manager breakers. When I woke up, I'd pray, I hope this guy doesn't come to work. I don't have to deal with him. And one of them, let's call him Bob. I was working on a major deliverable, and it was 11:30 on a Friday night, and it was a national holiday, I believe. So this was in Dallas. I walked out of my office and then I saw Bob was out there. Bob's light was lit. And this is the guy that won't stay past 4 o'clock. I'm like, what happened? I walk up to Bob and said, Bob, what's happening? Is everything all right? And Bob goes, yeah, everything's fine. I'm getting to the next level in the game. I said, what game? He's playing video games in the office, 11:30. I'm livid. So this guy says, I said, Bob, what are you doing really in the game? I'm killing the dead. I'm like, what are you doing? He was killing zombies. Crazy stuff. So I said, okay, Bob. I just walked away. I said, loser, and walked away. And then at 4 o'clock in the next morning, I got up, worked out at the gym, pushed hard, went back to golf, right? So I played golf with 3 other buddies, all CEOs, all of them fairly well off, for a grand prize of 3 golf balls. There's 3 golf balls over here. 3 golf balls. This is what we played for. And for this, we fought. We competed. If you thought this was competition, heck no. We can do better. We were really tough on each other. And yet, all for 3 golf balls that they could have bought the entire golf ball factory without even denting their wallet. Funny, huh? What do you do? We are crazy. And then on the way back, I just realized that there's no difference from my disgruntled employee and me. Both of us are losers. Why? Because this guy is working on a national holiday. He's having fun all by himself at 11:30 in the night. I have a major deliverable, yet I'm playing golf. Well, I said, okay, there must be something to this. We parked this. So let's come to the third problem. So we've got a problem. We got one biological discovery. And actually, somebody mentioned, this is biological because every time you play a game because there is a chemical that is released called dopamine. And that is a happy chemical that makes you feel good. So every time you check off something, when you do something, it's released. So we park this aside. This is the happy chemical. We have the happy chemical with us. Leave it aside. Then we go on and we'll talk about the next solution. The second solution is, let's do some experiential learning. You know, this is getting boring, too much talking. So let's do some experiential learning. All these guys are waiting for me to do this. So let's say I came into this this thing wearing this tennis skirt. Hey, this belongs to my wife, so no complaints. Now, if I came wearing this, what would you say? You would laugh. See, I hear people making snide remarks. Absolutely right. But the real question is, who taught us that this was wrong? Who taught us this? Do you see what I'm saying? It is incredible that somebody out there is teaching us that mini skirts on men is bad. And that's called social judgment. This social judgment can drive us in the right direction. Our society, biologically as human beings, we've survived because we have been taught by our forefathers, don't go touch fire, son. It's going to burn. So this is our guidance mechanism. So now we have something cool. Let's put it all together. Let's put it together. So what we did was we had this major operational excellence problem. We had the operational excellence. We had all of that. But the great divide, we fixed it by having people play instant gratification games with social judgment. You look at any successful company, any place that has worked at incredible efficiencies, they work on social judgment. So, example, army, right? So look at the army. Instant gratification. Choo, I kill you. Or I know the other answer. I'm dead. And if I'm running because I don't like the army or I'm afraid, what do? They're not going to call HR, hey, he's running away. They're going to turn around and shoot you. Social judgment. Everybody is judging you. This is what has driven us to the next level. This is a great discovery because this can change the world. This can change the world. But I'm sure there are some of you sitting out there saying, oh, please, Harsha, it's one more talk, man. If I go out there, how the heck do I implement this? That's what we have done for the last 5 years. We've gone ahead and literally implemented the whole company as a game. And let's just play a day in the life of club in our company. I walk in, I am no longer Harsha. I am Zero. That's my avatar name. The beauty of it is, I get measured just like everybody else. So I have a scorecard. Pretty cool. Everything I do is instant judgment. Instant gratification. Nice. Why? Because it's in the open. No more once in a year judgment where I'm going to fight with my manager. Right? So if this is not enough, let's go to the other side. The CEO, Sudhir, is sitting in US, in Cleveland. He can not only see everything, but he can control things by simply changing the game. Wow, this is cool. Not just that, our customers actually come in and play the game. If we do good, our customers give us points. Instant gratification, we do more good. Nice. So once we get to this, what has happened is the great big chasm we have has been bridged. Now we have a connection, a conduit. So the entire company, the playing field itself is changed. It's no longer somebody pushing a big rock up the hill. It's actually the other way around because everybody is contributing to save the company and help the company. If this was not good, there are some other naysayers amongst us who will say, Harsha, prove it. Show me the results are working. When we started our journey, we expected maybe, like all good strategies, 5 to 10x performance. We get a performance improvement of 1,000 times, a 1,000-fold increase. So much so, customers come in and see what is happening. All because we have changed the entire company into a game. It's just a game. What's happening with all this is we are actually starting a revolution. A revolution where you, from your generation, can now go back to work and say, I love my work. I love the game. Want to be a part of the game? Join the club and start thinking game for work, and you will also change the world. Thank you.